So here's all the information that you need to enter the 2016 Bash-Whisler Bible Reading Contest. The first thing you need to do is you need to pick your passages. You need to pick one from the Old Testament, one from the New Testament. The Old Testament passage should be between 12 and 25 consecutive verses. It needs to be from a translation that is a reasonable attempt at a word-by-word translation, not a loose paraphrase like The Message or The Word on the Street or any of the sort of 21st century Bibles that try to translate it into casual language. If you want to use the NIV, if you want to use the Revised Standard, the NASB, the ESV, any of the ones that are typically used in NCU classes, then that'll be fine. If you have an interpretation of the Bible, a translation of the Bible that you think might be right on the line, you can ask any of our BTH faculty, and if they okay it, then I will go by that. Old Testament passage, minimum 12, maximum 25 consecutive verses, and what you'll do is you'll read that one from the page. The New Testament passage, you're to pick something, minimum 12, maximum 25, and commit it to memory. And you have about 4 weeks to do it, which is plenty of time. And if you have struggled all your life with memorizing passages like that, you can come and talk to me because I have some techniques, and there are even a couple of apps that can help you out with that a lot. Then what you do, practice up your passage, and your passage, you should practice not acting it out. Because if you overact it, that's not really the purpose of the contest. What you should practice doing is reading it expressively. Don't read it flat, don't read it sing-song. Try with your voice to bring the meaning of the passage to life. Don't go way overboard to where you're shouting and thundering around, but try to animate and color the meaning of the passage with what you do, with your pauses, with your rate, with your volume, with your pitch, all the elements that come together to make your speech. The deadlines that you need to know. The deadline for letting me know that you are entering Bash-Whisler is the day after Valentine's Day, February 15th, which is a Monday. And on that date, what you need to let me know is what your Old Testament passage will be, what your New Testament passage will be, and the translation that you plan to use. If the translation is not available anywhere online, if you can send me a link to where the translation is available online, if it's on Bible Gateway, or if it's on Blue Letter, or any of the other online Bible sites, then you're fine. But if it's a translation that's not available online, then I need for you to put your passage into electronic form so that I have that available in that format. So send me on February 15th what the passages will be, what the translations are you're going to use, and make those passages available to me, and you will be entered in the contest. Then what you'll do is you'll come by on February 19th, which is a Friday, and you're going to record your preliminary competition in one run. I have an MP3 recorder. I'll set it up in a room, and you will perform your passage. I'll be in the room to make sure that your New Testament passage was done from memory without notes. And then I'm going to take all the recordings of everyone who entered the contest, and I'm going to make them available to our panel of judges. And the panel of judges will rank order everybody who entered the contest, from number 1 being the best performance, down to whatever the lowest number is, the total number of people who entered the contest, the 15th or the 20th, or whatever that is. I'll then combine the rankings of all the judges, and the lowest cumulative score, the top 3, will advance to the final round of the Bash-Whisler Bible Reading Contest. And you'll find out who is in the finals on Wednesday, February 24th in chapel. The finals are on Friday, February 26th. And the Bash-Griffith family, who donate the money for the prizes, they tend to come and attend in person. So if you're one of the top 3, then you will come to chapel on Friday, February 26th, and you will read your Old Testament passage from the page for everybody, and you will then deliver from memory, expressively, your New Testament passage. So that's the Bash-Whisler Bible Reading Contest. That's how you pick your passages. That is how those are the dates that you need to know to enter. If you have any questions about how this works, then shoot me an email or come by, pay me a visit, or stop me when you see me around campus, and I'll be happy to clarify anything that you think might be an obstacle, because what we really want is for everybody to enter the Bash-Whisler Bible Reading Contest. It's one of the longest running traditions at Northwest Christian University, and years after you leave this place, if you never entered it, you'll look back and wish that you had.